Hi, good afternoon. This is Janice with Just Living Like This with Lyme and the Lyme Evangelist. And this afternoon I'm going to talk to you about the environment in which you're trying to heal. I talked last week at a local Wichita Lyme group, and there were lots of questions after the group also concerning how to find mold, how to get rid of mold. There are all kinds of things surrounding this. And I likened the theory in healing to a four-legged stool. For some of us it's 3 legs, for most of us it's 4. Physical healing is the one that we tend to focus on the most, but it's not the only part of healing. There's emotional healing, there is spiritual healing, and there's environmental healing. So I want to talk today about the environmental healing. There are some people who encounter this Lyme, this chronic Lyme, and they don't have an environmental problem. But let me give you a list of what I would include in environmental. For some of us, we have emotional stress that leaks into our environmental, meaning we have relationships around us that are toxic. And they're causing a great deal of stress. Our environment is not safe. It is not secure. It is not a healing environment because there's so much toxicity. It's also possible that you have friends around you that now that you are sick are just not being supportive, and they have decided to abandon you. They decided to judge you. They decided they know how you should get well. They are not good for you. I told the group a week ago, if you have friends around you like Job, who said, curse God and die, then you probably need to get some new friends. And it's okay to allow this journey to reveal to you a new circle of people to surround yourselves with. If there are people who are saying, why would you do that? Or that's crazy, or they're just not listening and aren't supportive, then I would seriously consider some time and separation. Now, if that's your family members, then you need to think seriously about how you can still clarify your environment. How can you put distance between some of those toxic people and yourself? Because it's not healthy, and it's just dragging you and dragging you down. So if you think about it in terms of, pardon the phrase, and I mean this with all respect, is that your environment should be kosher. There are things biblically that God said to the Jews, they are not good for you to be around. There were foods to eat that you could not eat, practices that they should not take part in, and that phrase and the way they live today, even, it's kosher. And so I want to say to you that your environment for Lyme has to be clean. That includes where you sleep, where you work, the car you drive. Don't go to the car wash and have them put a new car smell in it. That's just toxins you don't need. Think about every step of your day, how many things you are adding to a toxic burden on a body that's trying to heal. If the cleaning lady comes, have her use natural things. Clean with vinegar, clean with essential oils, make your own cleaners, buy the unscented organic cleaners at the health food store. The laundry detergents, don't use dryer sheets. I mean, the list is on and on and on. If you start to remove that filter of this is the way I've always done it, and you start thinking about everything that touches your body or touches your environment can impact you negatively, you start thinking, have I just done all those things without thinking? Have I not concerned myself with things that can impact me negatively? These things are all a toxic load. So, do you spray perfume on every morning? Does your shampoo have smell in it? Every step of your day needs to be under a hyper-vigilant, hyper-vigilant scrutiny. There's the word. See how everybody still experiences Lyme brain. Scrutinize each of your activities through the day. Everything that you touch needs to have a little bit of thought put back into it. So you can use things with scent if you prefer. Use essential oils. Use natural, God-given things. And some of those things might still be, you might be sensitive to them in the condition your body is currently in. You might have a reaction from certain essential oil scents because they're driving your body to clarify and to purify. So you need to be cautious there. Your home and your work environment need to be mold-free. You need to find a way to discover whether or not there is mold in your environment at home and at work. There are ways that you can call certified mold inspectors, and I've talked about that in some of my other videos. You need to check your environment at work. If you can know how to do any energetic testing, you can check that. You can get air samples and have them tested. You can get testing the fibers in the carpet. If they've just overhauled your offices, painted everything, and put brand new carpet down, then you're getting a giant VOC toxic load. So consider using essential oils. They have USB plug-in essential oils to clarify the air around you. There are things, and I highly recommend the website called Safe Space Protection. There are EMF protectors that you can get so that your computer and all the computers around you are not bombarding your body constantly with all that electromagnetic energy, which is also something your body then has to process, and it needs to heal. So keep at bay the things that you possibly can and put your body in a little bit of a bubble so that it can do what it needs to from the inside out. So EMF protection